Thanks for staying tuned to your station, the AfricaTelevision, and welcome to your program, Security Watch Africa. Today, as you can see, we are coming to you outside the studio. Conventionally, we'll come to you in the studio live. But today, we're coming to you live from the beautiful Kotoka International Airport in Accra, Ghana. Yes, Accra, Ghana. Security Watch Africa is on transit to Monrovia, the Liberian capital, to find out the preparation for the runoff election of the two candidates that are still remaining for the presidential election. And we decided to let you know that we're on the move. Yes, Security Watch Africa is on the move. Like we always say, wherever it is that news is, wherever the news is, Security Watch Africa will bring it to you. So stay tuned as we'll continue with today's program. But today, we'll be bringing you the report of our visit to Rivers State. Yes, where we spoke with the Commissioner of Police, CP Zaki Ahmed, and he told us about what him and his men are doing to ensure that the people of Rivers State live peacefully and sleep with their two eyes closed. And you see where we can see the interagency collaboration between all the services providing security in Rivers State, how they socialize together. These are part of the package for the report from Rivers State, and I'm sure you will enjoy it. After which, also, we'll be bringing you the interview we had with the Commissioner of Police, Enugu, talking about P. Damala Mohammed, where he told us about preparation for the Yelta celebration, how they are getting prepared to ensure that the people that come to celebrate Christmas in Enugu State are safe. So stay tuned as we bring you these reports.
The security of lives and property of every Nigerian citizen is a cardinal responsibility of government, and the responsibility for the maintenance of law and order is constitutionally vested on the Nigeria Police Force. Command leadership of the Nigeria Police Force in various states in the country is shouldered by the state commissioners of police. In Rivers State, CP Zaki Ahmed is saddled with the responsibility of piloting the police towards meeting the security goal of the government. Before the arrival of CP Zaki Ahmed in Rivers State, the state was known for brazen brigandage and needed the combination of a calm and firm character to swiftly bring relative sanity to the state. As part of its nationwide assessment of security situation in Nigeria, Security Watch Africa's team visited the state and met with CP Zaki, who quickly informed the team that the police in Rivers State is equal to the task as they work in partnership with other security agencies.
So many news every day talking about Rivers State, and some people feel that Rivers State is a kind of jungle. We have been here and we're seeing things so calm, and policing is even sweeter than it used to be. But for the benefit of those who are not here with us, who believe in what we tell them, we would like you to tell the people how is the security situation in Rivers State? Talking about security now.
Security in Rivers State, like any other state, I can see we are equal to the task. We are working hand in hand with other security agencies to ensure that there is security and safety of life and property in the state, and that people go about their local business without any hindrance. That is what we are trying to do.
CP Zaki enumerated the various proactive measures employed by the police under his leadership to bring down the level of criminality in the state. He equally emphasized on the support and trust of the public, describing it as their greatest assets.
Well, we have employed several proactive measures. One of the measures we have, very effective measure, is this robust patrol, aggressive patrol in the town. Anybody who goes around will see that day and night we have our patrols on the road. And we also have this robust stop and search. You can see at the entry points and at some points, we also have a effective stop and search where when we suspect anything or when there is any distress call, you see us on the road checking with a view to finding incriminating items or intercepting maybe the suspected criminal or suspected stolen vehicle. This robot stop and search is almost everywhere in the town. Then we also embark on reading of our black spots and criminal hideout. This we do it constantly, and it is pain. Sometimes when you read, you get suspected criminals who will give you information that will lead to the arrest and arrest of other runaway criminals who have committed previous offenses in other areas. It's really helping us in our investigation, and it's also telling the will-be criminals that we are all over. We don't allow them to rest. This place is not a safe haven for criminals. So if you are into crime, you better change, or you will be in our net, and that will spell doom to you. We also have this good relationship with members of the public. More than ever before, this community policing partnership, collaboration, synergy with members of the public is working. We have realized that police alone cannot do it. You need the input of members of the public to police them.
The trust from the public is a result of the obvious achievements of the police command. The Commissioner of Police disclosed that cultism is a major challenge, but that with the arrests of over 109 cultists, 148 kidnappers, and 176 armed robbers, the support from the public has been overwhelming.
You see, cultism is one of the challenges we have. Nowadays, see belonging to one cult group or the other as a passion, as a sin of pride. They don't know the inherent dangers in these cults, groups and activities. But I think we are also having this sensitization and creating awareness. We have been moving to communities, having interactive sessions with them, particularly on cultism, to advise youth that they should desist from being members of these dreadful organizations. And I think it's pain. But all the same, you can be a preacher, but you cannot, refine people overnight. We made arrest of about 190 cultists from January to date, and we have also arrested a total number of around 148 suspected kidnappers. And in terms of armed robbery, we have also arrested suspected number of them, about 176. And in terms of prosecution, we succeeded in prosecuting about 67 cultists to court, 55 suspected kidnappers, and 77 suspected armed robbers. These people are being prosecuted in court of law. And in terms of arms too, we have recovered a total number of 218 assorted arms, AK-47, locally made pistol, pump action, locally made pistol, double barrel gun and single barrel gun. So assorted, this is what we have recovered. Then cartridges, we have recovered about 2,704. Then live ammunition, about 1,552. Then vehicles too, we have done great in terms of recovery of suspected stolen vehicles, about 66. Total number of 66 assorted suspected stolen vehicles were recovered. I can see we have done a lot in terms of this thing, because we are not resting. we are employing all the strategies known to us, and the people are really giving us information. So let me just go to this kidnapping of a thing. There is a case in question where a medical doctor was kidnapped, and we use our tentacles through information from members of the public, and the man was rescued. I think then it led to the arrest of so many other kidnappers, suspected kidnappers. I think under this incident I'm mentioning, we have arrested about 5 suspected kidnappers who have been seriously terrorizing the state in terms of kidnapping. And there's another suspect too. He has been terrorizing the state, including killing some of our men. We equally got him arrested, and he opened up. We made several arrests and recoveries of weapons.
As people are preparing for the Yuletide celebration, CP Zaki reassured them that the police will redouble their efforts and pledge to battle criminals to their hideouts.
We have increased our efforts, and we always tell ourselves that this is a trying period, particularly when Christmas is approaching. You have influx of people coming in. You can rule out having more people with a criminal mind to be in the state. So we are redoubling our efforts. I go out on patrol myself. All the senior officers will go out on patrol. You see that every evening we have this convoy patrol in all the sectors. We have sectorized the city into 6 zones, each zone being headed by either a deputy commissioner of police or an assistant commissioner of police. So we do this patrol till midnight. When people are less on the street, then some of the senior officers will now retire home, and they leave the P&Gs and the incident duty officers to continue with their patrol. This is what we do constantly and on daily basis.
Security Watch Africa witnessed the practical display of interagencies camaraderie in Rivers State as the team participated in the 4th multi-agencies collaboration Happy Hour. The November edition, which was hosted by the Nigerian Navy NNS Pathfinder, based in Port Harcourt, provided the opportunity for officers from various agencies to interact, laugh, and socialize.
Attention for the people. Attention for the people.
The need for constant interpersonal relationships between officers was stressed by various heads of agencies who made remarks.
Anytime we come here with our officers and men, we have a good number of them. The aim is not for us to come and sit down here, eat and drink, but to pass a message that this synergy will make all the security agencies, especially for the roles that we play in this region. In fact, as a matter of fact, you should know that my promotion that I got, there is nothing like coming together. The man who initiated this, who is an icon of synergy and collaboration, thought it wise that members of the same family to relate with each other every time, not only when there is problem, but they should be relating with each other all the time. That is how it should be. We are members of the same family, we have the same father, the same mother, we are working for the same purpose, that is security and safety of every resident living in this state. So there is nothing more likely than this. And I don't think this type of synergy is existing anywhere in Nigeria apart from this place.
In the drive to further demonstrate the readiness to protect the people, the Commissioner of Police, Rivers State, CP Zaki Ahmed, introduced daily convoy patrols at night. This patrol, which is sectorized, has the Commissioner of Police as the overall commander, as he also leads a patrol team. The patrols covers all the nooks and crannies of Port Harcourt with periodic stop and search. Rounding off the patrol at exactly 11:45 p.m., CP Zaki spoke briefly to Security Watch Africa on the essence of the nightly convoy patrols.
This is one of the proactive measures we have employed to fight crime and criminality. As I told you earlier, we have employed several proactive measures. One of them is a robust patrol and stop and search. So this is how we do it. We have sectorized the metropolis into 7 sectors. Each sector is being headed by either a deputy commissioner of police or an assistant. So we go on convoy patrol to all the nook and crannies of the command to fight crime and criminality, and to boost confidence of members of the public that there is security in the state capital and its environment.
Yeah, welcome back. Yeah, that was the report on a visit to Rivers State, where you had the Commissioner of Police talk about how they are making sure that people of Rivers State sleep with their 2 eyes closed. And you saw the interaction among the security services working in Rivers State and the night patrol. That is showing those who are ready to provide security for the people. Kudos to the police in Rivers State. Now, there's an issue that is everywhere in Nigeria currently in debate. Even as we're on transit, we're also monitoring the End SARS campaign. To Security Watch Africa, who have worked closely with security agencies, and particularly the Nigerian police, for over 21 years, we can tell you that that campaign is being misdirected. I believe that what should be done is to say reform the police, not End SARS. End SARS, as a unit of the Nigerian police force, have been doing quite a lot to protect people. If you end them, if you continue this campaign to end them, then you may be demoralizing these men from doing what they are doing. Yes, we may say there are some excesses which will employ those authorities, those in charge, to check it and make sure that innocent people are not wantonly harassed or locked up or killed. That is the way to go, not to say to end SARS. Various people have expressed various opinions, but for Security Watch Africa, we feel that it's time to reform the police and make them more efficient and better. Talk about security in Enugu State. We know about your passion of making sure that the people of Enugu State sleep with their 2 eyes closed. How would you describe the security situation in Enugu State currently?
The security situation in Enugu State Police Command currently, I can say, is peaceful and calm.
Just a few days ago, there was a massive musical concert that was held. Some had said that is a demonstration that the state is safe for people to come from all parts of the country to just come to be part of the event. How did you come about making the place safe for people?
The musical concert took place last Sunday, and the a lot of people attended. The stadium was filled to capacity. Even His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Enugu State, was there, myself too was there, and other dignitaries. It was a very important event, and it's an indication that Enugu is well secured, because the concert ran out throughout the night from Sunday night to Monday morning. And the event was hitch-free. There was no incident. It's an indication that Enugu is very, very peaceful. Okay. That is the reason why they choose Enugu as the event center. And we thank God that the event was hitch-free.
One of the areas that you have ensured is that making sure that there's the security policy. Your men is always, even at night, on the streets, making sure that people move around about peacefully without any problem. That day also it happened. How are you able to maintain such? Because I know it is in line with the IGP's policy of security policy. How are you able to maintain that the policemen are seen on the streets?
You know, as you have said it all, the Inspector General of Police, Idris K. Ibrahim, always emphasized on the issue of disability policy, issue of community policy, and the protection of human rights, and also issue of synergy with other security agents. These are the guiding principles we are using to ensure that Enugu State, the good people of Enugu, are being protected. These are the concepts we are using. And as you know, the police officers here, they know we are everywhere 247. We provide security, and we will continue to give the good people of Enugu State that protection.
Yeah. The last time we featured you was about 2 months ago, but I know that in the last 1 month there have been some landmark achievement by the command. Can you let us into some of these recent developments?
You know, we conducted local government election, and on the 1st of November, and the election was hitch-free. It was peaceful. It's another great achievement, even though there was an attempt by some bad element to circumvent it, but God help us. The election was successful, and you can see even our contribution during the last week Anambra election. This command, we contributed a total number of 600 policemen were deployed, and the election has been concluded. It was hitch-free and peaceful.
Yeah, because I know that when I was talking with the IGP of yesterday, he was saying that he congratulated the police action during the Anambra election, and particularly he congratulated the commissioners of police and the contiguous states, which is one of those in Enugu that he has given instruction that you must be on red alert. How prepared were you, even though you were not directly involved? Apart from sending your men, you were also watching over the situation.
You know, where Enugu is the former state capital of Anambra, and you know, Enugu is the regional headquarters of the southeast and south-south. So during the election, we provide that outer cover. We have taken adequate care of our exits and entrance because we are having border with Anambra. And we thank God that the election was peaceful. And our people, both the military and the police and other security and the DSS, we work in synergy to ensure that the election was hitch-free. We provided that outer protection.
Yeah, I know that before the September, October, November came, you came out with a operational order to the November month preparation. How far is it going?
So far, so good. We are now in November, and still the command is peaceful, and we pray up to next year this command will remain peaceful. We'll continue to provide that selfless service to good people of Enugu State, to Posado.
Yeah, let's come to, the Christmas and New Year. The Igbos all over the world want to come home to celebrate, and many of them will be coming to Enugu. Some either going to pass through Enugu as a transit. What will you be advising those that will be coming? First and foremost, would you advise people to come and celebrate with their family members? Is it safe enough?
It's safe. People should come. They should feel free and come. Enugu is very safe. And we are assuring them that we'll continue to give them adequate protection.
Time is another issue when you're presenting and producing programs. Time is not on our side, so we must leave for the program to continue. But like you saw from our reports from Rivers State and the interview from Enugu State and our talk concerning the NSAS campaign, we believe that we all must put hands together, put hands on the deck to ensure that security is provided for the people. Then by next edition, next week, Saturday, we'll bring you our visit to Liberia and what is being done to make sure that the security and peace continue to reign in Liberia. Until next week, when we come your way again, we'll say bye for now and remain blessed. Thank you.
This is Africa Independent Television.